Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you've been following stocks over the last few days, you know that a lot of retail stocks have been absolutely rocketing off. I'm talking about stocks like Nordstrom, Macy's, etc. They've been having some great price action, some great bull momentum over the last few days, and I feel like there's a lot of reasons to talk about in this video. So I want to share what reasons I see as to why we are having this bull run, and then I also want to show you how to know whether the bull run is continuing, whether we are having a pause, or if this stock will continue heading in the upwards direction, which is what I think a lot of you guys are looking to get out of this video. So just to start off, guys, we were seeing price lows at around $8, $10 here. And guys, when we were at these price lows, obviously the company was undervalued. Now, I did make a video on Macy's in the past, and what I explained about Macy's, and it's a similar situation for Nordstrom here and Bed Bath & Beyond as well, which is a company I talked about in the past. And that situation is that no matter how undervalued the company is, even if they are losing millions and millions of dollars and retail is not doing well, etc., they still have a lot of physical assets that are going to give their company value in the long run. So Nordstrom has a lot of ideas. They have styles that they own. They also own businesses, physical locations, clothes, merchandise, etc. And all this combined was well worth more than $10 a share. The company was obviously overvalued or undervalued, at this price, but now we're seeing price highs of around $28. And a lot of people are asking themselves whether this company can continue upwards or whether this is just a small bounce based on the fact that we are getting a lot of Christmas shopping coming soon, and based on the fact that we do have a COVID vaccine or a possible COVID vaccine coming soon. So those two factors have really had these stocks like Nordstrom, Bed Bath & Beyond, Macy's, like I said, just absolutely spiking up. And after the earnings report we got on Thursday for this company, it was absolutely great. Now, I did mention this stock in the Discord, and people were able to come out with over 200% profit on this play. One of the people in the Discord told me that they made $1,000 on this play. So I am extremely proud of anybody who went to the Discord and really took their initiative to do their own research as well as listen to mine to know that this was a good play and really go in and make their money. Personally, I made around 180% return, so I am extremely happy with that. But now I want to show you how I knew this was going to happen, how I knew what price levels to watch and when to invest, and what I think will be happening in the future of this stock. So if you guys aren't in the Discord yet, that's linked down in the description below. Completely free plays and signals on a daily basis, my daily watch list, etc. So just get in there, guys. There's no reason not to get in there and not to see the plays that I'm sending on a daily basis and that are consistently winning. So just get in there as soon as possible, guys, and if you are interested in that stuff. So let's get into the longer term analysis here on Nordstrom. Now, it's great to look at a shorter term time frame like this and really wonder whether they will recover from these economic downturn lows or if they will stay, etc. But you can see that I have some lines here on my chart that don't necessarily match up to the price action we've had over the last few days. So how did I exactly pick these lines, and what am I looking for with Nordstrom to know whether they are back in an upwards or downwards direction? Now, if you saw my video on Bed Bath & Beyond, you'll remember that I said that these companies are an absolute joy to trade. Companies like Nordstrom, Macy's, Bed Bath & Beyond, these old established companies that have been around for hundreds of years, they're going to have a lot of price data in the past to really see, and this is going to allow us an insider information almost into how to trade the stock. So as you can see here, I knew that the price was going to see lows around $8 to $9 because of the fact that that was our previous lows, and we have tested this price multiple times in the past. Now, February of 2002 and 2009 seems to be when the last time this price was tested, and then we came down and tested it again and saw an extremely strong bounce, and now we're seeing prices of around $20 as our next resistance. That was before the earnings, guys. That was when I said buy in around $22, and you can see that the reason exactly I said to buy in during this price is because I saw this as the next resistance point before we would really start rocketing upwards. So as you can see in this past consolidation period, they really came up and tested this $22 level, came back down, but once they broke it was really when they were able to absolutely rocket up. And you can see that after in 2009 as well, when they came down below this price, they tested it, pulled back a little, but then soon after rocketed up. So that's exactly what I was hoping would happen here, especially off the back of some strong earnings. and you can see that the stock has fortunately jumped up. They jumped all the way to around 28, which is another key level here. You can see that we have a huge grouping of candles around this $28 price range. So what am I watching in the future with this company? How will I know if they are in upwards or downwards direction in the long term? And what price do I think that they can hit in the next few weeks? So guys, listen, the first thing I want to say is the next price I'm watching for this stock is around $42. Now, this dip that you see right here represents the economic downturn that we had in February or March of this year. But now you can see that we are like halfway back. We're about halfway recovered from that economic downturn, guys. So I really think that the top of this price, $42, which is what the company was worth before the economic downturn, is going to ultimately be the price target for the stock, especially in the long run. I don't see this as a company that can continue just rocketing off. They are not the next Tesla, they are not the next Apple, but they are a company that has some intrinsic value. They have merchandise, they have stores, etc., and they do produce a good amount of revenue. So the fact that these all came into play in the last week, and with some good news about COVID, is really making this stock rocket up. But I ultimately think that $42 will be the price when this stock really cannot continue running up. So like I said, I'm also going to show you how to know whether the stock will continue in an upwards direction or maybe pull back, and that's going to be the 50 and 200 EMAs. Now, the exponential moving average is just a line on the chart. It's not really an indicator, but what I basically do with it, it averages some past data, and it basically shows you what the exponential moving average is for the stock in that certain time. So what you can tell from it is whether a stock is in an upwards or downwards direction. If the exponential moving average is below the stock price, then you know that the stock is above that moving average. So that's exactly why the stock has shown us obviously some very great upwards momentum here over the last few days. We are clearly above the EMA 50, which is this one right here, and also above the EMA 200. So on both time frames, we are increasing in the short and long term. But guys, this might catch up. What I ultimately think will happen in the next few days with this stock is that they will see some sort of a small pullback. Now, my options have 50 days on them. I am still going to be holding them because I think that this company can continue pushing up if we do get more good news about stuff reopening. But in the meantime, I do think that this company will see a small pullback. If you remember the longer term analysis that I was showing you in the past, I really do see some resistance around this $28 level. So that really worries me for this company. And I really think that they need to break this $28 level if you are considering a trade to the upside. So if you're wondering if you should step in on this company right now, if you should buy them at $27, I personally would not recommend it unless we see some reason to think that this stock will have some more price movement, some more volatility or price action that we can trade off of. But in the meantime, I see them consolidating as they've run up pretty much 200 or 300% here over the last few weeks. So with any company that runs that strongly, they're going to need a period to cool down. And with the news of earnings in the past and this COVID news that we just got as well, it's going to be hard for the company to continue finding strength in the upwards direction. And ultimately, I see them consolidating around this price between $28 and $22 for at least a few days before going all the way up. So just keep a close eye out on this company, guys. The 50 and 200 EMA are going to be your best friend. If you're wondering whether you should stay in a position or get out with this company, really watch the 200 EMA to show you whether you are back in a downwards direction or maybe just looking for some consolidation like we are now. If this company broke below the 200, then that would be a downtrend. But since this company is just pulling back a little, then we can call this a period of consolidation. So that's basically my analysis, my thinking when I'm looking at a company like this. It's very similar to Bed Bath & Beyond. So again, guys, if you see the price action on Bed Bath & Beyond and you go to that chart and you try to look at them on the 3-minute or 5-minute, or if you do bar replay, which is an option here with TradingView.com, these options are the best to learn how to trade, how to do technical analysis. If you literally run the bar, if you just let the simulation run of what happened. So I'm just going to show you guys really quick what that is. So if I go here to the bar replay, I can come back to any point in time and literally reset the stock to that point and play it back. So if I wanted to see whether or not I had a good indication of what is happening with the stock, whether or not I need practice as a trader, or if I know what I'm doing, I can just put this bar replay on and then try to trade and see if I would be profitable or not. And really, guys, when I was trying to learn that, when I was trying to first learn trading about 6 or 7 years ago, I really used a lot of that bar replay, and that's why I recommend TradingView.com. This is the platform that you've been watching this whole video that I've been doing my technical analysis on for years, and the link is down in the description below if you want to sign up with the service for completely free and help support the channel. So guys, just check that out. It's a completely free service, and it honestly helped me so much to learn how to trade and to learn how to really take my time with a lot of these plays and get a better understanding of how stocks actually move. So I definitely recommend that, guys. Like I said, 50 and 200 EMA are going to be your best friend with this play to know whether they will continue upwards or downwards. $42 is the price that I'm watching as a resistance if they do break above $42. Now, remember, that is the top price before the economic downturn. Then I can see them possibly coming back to 60 even, but I honestly do not think that this stock has the momentum or the price strength to really break above 40. I see the 200 EMA on this longer time frame really coming as a support point. We've tested it in the past and then continued downwards. I think this is just a temporary pullback to around that $40 level before we test the 200 EMA on this longer time frame and then pull back, unfortunately. So just keep a close eye on this stock. I would not recommend them for a long-term investment, but in the short term, I do see a lot of great price action we can trade off of. Like I said, we had a banger with this stock in the Discord. A lot of people were able to profit off that, and I'm really proud of you guys learning and sending me plays and really asking me questions in the Discord. I love that on a daily basis, guys. So as always, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. And as always, thanks for watching.